Morgantown, West Virginia, home to the West Virginia Mountaineers. As we see a squad from the Big 12, the BYU Cougars, taking on another Big 12 foe, the West Virginia Mountaineers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. The Mountaineers will get us started with the opening kickoff. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So BYU's offense takes the field. And they're going to be met by one of the best defenses in the nation, David. And I know seeing a defense doing what they want, when they want to do it, makes you a happy man.
Well, defense is starting to make a comeback. I'm excited about this new era of football. We're seeing better tackling, and we're seeing better coverage than we were a couple years ago. And this defense is fun to watch. Fun to watch them on tape. Fun to talk to their group.
And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
And you had all day to stew on and get excited and dream about getting sacks, and it took no longer than the first play to get to the quarterback, get him on the ground. This defense has been doing it all year long.
Got it in the middle. It's Aurora. Using the pads, using the stiff arm, using all kind of strength to get it across the 25 to the 26. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. Looks as if BYU will have to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. Able to get the first one of the day away. They did have to send him out 3 times in that victory last week. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. So the West Virginia Mountaineers offense will get the ball for the first time. They got an incredibly efficient performance from this guy last time out. Now, Jesse, it's about making that a consistent thing.
Yeah, I think the most impressive thing watching that tape back from his last game is the ball never touched the ground, David. It was amazing. And it wasn't that he was so accurate throwing the ball deep down the field. It's just that the ball was always going to the open guy. He did a really good job checking it down, taking the profit when it wasn't open downfield. That kept the offense on schedule. That's really important for this offense today.
And when you're watching it as a defensive player and coming to this football game, man, you know this is going to be a challenge. I better get pressure on this guy. If I let him feel comfortable, you'll see another day like last week. That dude was accurate. Almost every ball was caught. They were in rhythm. They're going to have to find some creative ways to get him off his spots and make him feel uncomfortable.
Looking downfield on 1st down. Finds a man on the right. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's 1st down.
Nice job there. Good timing between the QB and the wide receiver executing that out route.
And the Mountaineers have their offense in high gear. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Well, they're trying to get that run play going to the outside, but it's the defensive end who does a great job winning his one-on-one and forcing the negative play.
And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
Oh, they're after him. Complete in the middle. Makes the grab. Defense right there, and they are set up at the 14. The Mountaineers have it with a 1st and 10. He'll do it himself.
This is one of the things that's hard about stopping the option. That wasn't a big gain, but you look up, and they're in 2nd and short, 2nd and medium. They put you behind the sticks consistently as a defense. This defense has to be aggressive, make sure they get to this quarterback, and make him make quick decisions.
Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a 1st down without scoring. 3rd down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. And the Mountaineers trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. Barrels ahead. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown,
luxury for an offense to have. The ability to set the tone on the ground, giving that guy the football time after time, making offense easy, being physical, and really setting the tone for this football game.
BYU 0.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Zings it complete to the right. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. On target.
So it's 3rd and long, and this quarterback right now has got to be expecting pressure. So you want to know where your hot routes are. You got to know where your best one-on-one matchup is. But understand this, we're still in the first half. If the defense gets you, tip of the cap, you can take a sack. Punting the football at this stage of the game is okay.
They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. BYU will bring the punt team on the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with his 7-0 lead. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Got it set up on the outside. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass, as it just never developed.
And that was a really good job by the defense. Again, keeping everything in front of you in that situation. And now you're rewarded with the 3rd and long. So on this down, we'll see if they bring some pressure or if they lay back and play zone.
Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Back to pass. Going over the top. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down. Trying to pick up a first down. Running back searching for a hole. He's not going to make it to the sticks, and what a stop against one of the best 3rd down offenses in the country. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. From 55 yards out, and he's got it. Never a doubt. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
No love lost between teams anytime they square off inside the Big Ten. Here's one that's just gone final. Michigan left little doubt. You know, this version of the Maize and Blue can hang with any of the teams of the past. And remember, this is a program with multiple national titles. Iron sharpens iron, and you just know a Big Ten matchup like this is going to go a long way in telling the story of each of these teams' seasons.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. One back in the backfield, he gets to carry. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Looking to throw on first down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. 2nd down coming. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Pressure coming. Takes a hit as he fires.
Talking to coaches coming into this football game, he said he's got to keep his quarterback upright, got to protect him. If they give him time, he can do some damage. But so far, man, he's been hit early. He's been hit often. They've got to do a better job of protection up front.
The defense is there, and a great job to keep him from getting to that first down marker. He's hard to get a handle on. It'll be 4th and short. They want to throw it. Unloads to the right. He's got it and more than enough for a first down. Well, they just drained all the suspense out of the fourth down conversion, moving the chains easily. Looking to throw on first down. It's complete to the left. Down to the 32 and out of bounds right there. We've reached the end of the period. It's West Virginia on top. Man, that was an impressive and dominant first quarter. Let's take a look at the stats before we move on. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. Looking to fire. That one never had a chance. Incomplete. Third down coming in the Morgantown faithful, making it tough on this big play. They just keep firing. Looking to the big tight end. He's got an open man. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Cougar!
And that's what I think makes this tight end so dynamic. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. There's so many tight ends out there that are just possession guys, and they usually go down right after they catch the ball. This guy has the ability to, with his speed, to make people miss, and he showed it to you right there on that touchdown catch.
And no chance at a return. Here they'll start this drive at their own 25. West Virginia has it in the offense ready to go to work. You want to talk about having a weapon to bail out a drive? David, that's why kickers are so important after that long field goal.
And listen, important is a relative term. We need to make longer passes and get better gains so we don't have to kick long field goals, Palmer, again on offense.
And they've got the weapons to do that, David. They just got to be able to dial those plays up. Guys have to be able to make them one-on-one.
Oh, he's got some space. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy on the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. Right back to the well. Got enough for the first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Right away after picking up the first down, they go right back to their playmaker at running back. And I love the push they got up front, getting a hat on a hat, opening a huge hole for the back.
And you become so hard to defend when you can run the football successfully on first down. You're starting like that. Now what opens up? Play action. Now you're making me play pass and run. This offense, if they can create that run physicality, now it opens up everything else.
All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down.
Man, this defense, they have got to get better in coverage if they want to get off the field anytime soon. You keep defending like that, this offense might hang 50 on you by the end of the game.
The Mountaineers will snap it on 1st and 10. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
The first thing you have to do to make these plays successful offensively is I have to block the edge. I got to get my speedster in space. They didn't do a good job of getting that guy out there in space where he could really use his jets. Nice job by the defense understanding it, seeing it, rallying to it, and tackling that guy for a loss.
Well, if this offense is going to win this game, and down the road, if they're going to reach the college football playoff and hope to win a national championship, they have got to keep this quarterback clean. Couldn't do it on that last play.
Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. Thanks to grab. He's there to make the stop, but not before. He sets up this offense 1st and goal from the 7. And the Mountaineers didn't start this drive with great field position, but Beck's going for the goal line. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Mountaineers!
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. That deficit has now grown to double digits, down 17-7 as they start this drive. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there, they try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
Bounced off his feet. The Cougars come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. Finds his tight end. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. Got it done in the passing game on the last play, and let's see what they do on 1st down. To the air on 1st down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Armour. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be 1st down. BYU has this offense clicking. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Looking to throw again. Catch in the middle. It's Armour.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands. Get it to your playmaker. A lot of times they'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
He wants to throw it. Setting up the screen. They'll get him out of bounds and mark it at the 21. Just on the edge of the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 21. Handoff from the shotgun. Runs through the tackle. Brought down after keeping those powerful legs moving, getting all he could. He'll be a few inches short. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Grab near the marker. It's Carr. The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6. And the Cougars, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. Pocket breaking down. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to fight another play.
And I really like that decision by this quarterback. Listen, you've got a lot of downs here. It's 1st and goal. You're in scoring position. If you don't feel comfortable, throw that ball away. Live to fight another down.
Touchdown, Cougars. Fired in from the red zone for the score.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Under fire. He's got the tight end. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down.
Great job by the offense. Listen, if the defense is going to sit back in zone, you know what you got to do. Run those crossers across the formation. Those guys that are looking at the quarterback, they're not trying to pick up receivers all the time. Make those precise throws, right in those holes, get those 1st downs, get those big chunks.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. The RPO fire complete to the left. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds.
Well, he was putting up big numbers coming into this one. We knew the quarterback was going to go his way early and often. And with that last catch, he's now got over 500 yards receiving on the year.
And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. The Mountaineers will bring the punt team onto the field. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. And they'll let that one go, and it'll roll out of bounds. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Pulls it in. It's Armour. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. 2nd down coming. Back to pass. Grab near the sticks. It's Aurora. just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling there out to the 35. Wants to throw on first down. Out of the backfield, he's open. Breaks into the open. They got him free for a big gainer down to the 43. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Gives it to the back on the draw. Fights off the defender.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
BYU with the 1st and 10. Finding an escape route.
Tell you what, that read game really slows you down defensively, kind of makes you play responsibility football. And when you get chunks like that on first down as an offense, I would continue to come back to it.
Runs through a tackle. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. The Cougars started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Going to work on second down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Wants to go up top. Got it! And he's into the end zone! Touchdown, BYU!
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Quick completion on the out route. They finally get to him. And what a play there to pick up the first down.
That looks like a real simple play by the wide receiver, but give him a ton of credit. That was an excellent route. He never telegraphed that he was breaking to the outside. He kept his eyes downfield, so when he cuts...
There he goes. He's finally shoved out of bounds at the 23-yard line, and a big pickup on that one. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. The quick out. Gets it inside the 10. Out of bounds at the 9 after the big pickup on that one. And the Mountaineers are in the red zone. Looking downfield on first down. Touchdown, Mountaineers. They punctuate the chance with a trip to the end zone.
And that's a great job by this offense. That's how you work the clock. You want to take as much as you can and punch that ball in the end zone. Masterful clock management, and they now take the lead going into the half.
And you just got to wonder, too, David, how does that affect the confidence of a defense, right? They needed to find some way, somehow, to get a stop, limit the damage on that final drive. They give up a touchdown. They're going into halftime now, trailing. They've got to raise their level of play in the second half.
And with time running out here in the first half, this offense will choose to take a knee. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Gentlemen, this matchup on that field there in Morgantown, sign me up for another half. And it's clear, the aerial attacks of both teams have been relentless. They've been burning each of these secondaries like toast. Just an assault on the defensive game plans, if there even were defensive game plans. Gotta think, fellas, based on the first 2 quarters, we're going to see every route in the route tree again in this second half.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. They keep it on the ground to open the third. Gets it across the 30 to the 31, a pickup of 5. The Mountaineers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Got his man downfield. Finally stopped at the 46 after a 15-yard gain.
He came into this year with big expectations. Everybody expecting him to stat it up. And now with that last completion, he's already over 2,000 yards passing for the season.
Fires to the wideout. A strike downfield. And another big game for this offense. They are putting explosive pass after explosive pass up in this one. That chunk play has them in business, set up with a first down in the red zone. Defense there to stop him after he picked up a yard. Ball's at the 17. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. He's got the tight end. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score. And the Mountaineers have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
And that's a good job by this defense, man. You drop back, you play really smart, play sound. Understand, there's not a lot of field to cover, and they couldn't fit the ball in a window. Good pass defense.
And the heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. And here comes the field goal unit for the 2nd time tonight. Right down the boulevard, it's good. They double their lead up to 6 here in the 3rd quarter.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Turning it on! Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Back to pass. Caught over the middle. It's Carr. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. You can feel the Mountaineer spirit rising, reverberating across the field on this big 3rd down. Working that left side. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. The Cougars come to the line with a new set of downs. Give to the running back. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. And the Cougars with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Going to swing it on 2nd down. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. There to make the stop, but they use the back in the passing game and pick up the first down. They'll give it to the back. And he's very fortunate to get it back to the line of scrimmage, greeted by a sea of defenders. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. With the catch, it's Armour. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. Offense about to reel off its 7th play of the drive. Off the play fake on first down. Finds the tight end. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down? From the red zone, looking for a receiver. They're setting up the screen. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. The Cougars now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Wants to throw again. Lets it fly. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be 3rd down. Long drive continues as the offense keeps working the ball down the field. Bringing the heat. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to take the 3. This is going to be a 46-yard field goal attempt. It's good. He's going to hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. The lead is down to a field goal. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Big Ten action right now, and wait till you see how things are playing out in this one, fellas. Iowa is getting dominated today, and friends, the folks in Iowa City deserve better than this. No excuse ever for this kind of a clunker of a showing. They're trailing by 28 to Penn State. We'll circle back to this Big Ten battle. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Throws to the wideout. Complete downfield. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. The Mountaineers are moving quickly down the field. Now they'll run the draw. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Stuck with a running game on first down. Now here they come again. Back to pass on 2nd down. Pass is incomplete, and by this stage of his career, you'd think a junior quarterback might take a little better care of the football. They couldn't make the connection on 2nd down. Now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. Hauls it in. He'll come through on 3rd downs. He's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. The give on the inside. Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they've knocked him down at the 17.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the second half. You want to run the football. You got to just keep getting positive yards. You got to keep the 3rd downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense and their team winning the game.
And the Mountaineers have it with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels.
And down here near the goal line, you've got to be physical. And this guy's proven it today, Palmer. They've given it to him. He's put it in the end zone twice already. I'm going to keep featuring him.
So you know the defense is going to be keying him too, right? Because he's hurting them a little bit in this game already. They're going to be finding a way to try to get some penetration, anticipate.
Touchdown, West Virginia! The offense cashing it in on that drive. They'll try to add another to their lead. They score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time. But when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary, make that big play.
And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. This drive will commence from their own 11-yard line. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Unloads to the wideout. Wide open downfield. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Defense makes the tackle, and that will probably be the final play of the 3rd quarter. Talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. One quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic 4th quarter finish. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. Back to pass. Oh, it's picked off. Oh, at the worst possible time. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. They'll go to the counter play. And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves them with second and short. They'll run play action. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Fires to the wideout. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. And now on fourth down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. What an absolute howitzer he unleashed off his foot.
I really like the decision by this offense because now they got to score 2 touchdowns. Time is not on their side. I can stay very, very conservative. Use that clock. I like the decision by this offense.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Buchanan. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. Looking to throw on first down. That's reeled in. It's Armour. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. The Cougars in a good spot here with second and short. Motion from the wide receiver. To the air on second down. Quickly to the tight end. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Here he goes breaking the pocket.
This quarterback, man, looks like he's playing angry right now. He did not like that interception he threw the last time out on the field. You could see on the sidelines, guys. He could not wait to get back out there, and that time it was like he was running mad. I don't even know if he really wanted to throw that ball. He just wanted to take off, scramble, go get the first down.
And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Line getting set on second down. They'll run it from the gun. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
I think at this point of the game now, in the second half, down by as many points as they are, it's going to be really hard for the offense to sprinkle in the run. They tried it there. It didn't work. I think you got to be thinking about the passing game now and start trying to identify playmakers out in the perimeter of the field that can get you back in this game.
What a play by this defense, and they stop him short. It'll be fourth down. On fourth down, they'll try to throw it. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. They spun that wheel of fortune on fourth down and come up bankrupt. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock.
And I think if you're the head coach, defensively now, obviously, you've got 3 timeouts in your back pocket. You're trailing at this point, and the offense is going to be running the football, trying to bleed the clock. They're going to take as much time off the game clock as they can before snapping it. You've got to start thinking about using some of those timeouts.
He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling. It'll be third and long. Fires to the big fella. He's tackled right at the 40-yard line. That is well short of the first down, and let's see if they go for it here. And they'll pat the kicker on the tail and tell him to go give it a shot. He's going to have to break out the thunderfoot on this one, a 57-yard attempt. He got it. And they'll push that lead out a little further. So they were able to put up the 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. Rushes on him. Fires to the tight end. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down.
And if I'm a defense, dude, I am perfectly fine with this. Like, I'm not giving up big plays. I'm keeping everything in front of me. The probability of them going the length of the field twice.
And the rush will get to him at the 25.
And they got to protect their quarterback better up front. They got to give him a little bit more time to make some damage down the field. But look at this. Here they go. No huddle, back on the line, make the defense communicate. Maybe you can catch him sleeping.
Pulled down for the tackle. And the Cougars are in the hurry up. In the gun and looking to throw on third down. Got it in the middle. It's Carr. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down? BYU has this offense clicking.
Well, trailing like they are right now in the fourth quarter, their execution offensively is just going to have to be at a premium. You can't afford a lot of incompletions at this point. Everybody is going to need to be on the same page moving forward.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, and certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. Third down coming in the Morgantown faithful, making it tough on this big play. Grabbed in the middle. It's Armour. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And he's able to shed one tackle, but still just a very short gain. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. They'll go to work in the air on second down.
Well, the interesting thing about a run here trailing late is the defense isn't expecting it. That's the good news. Bad news, though, is you're still trailing. You need to score quickly, which means you need to be throwing the football right now.
The play action fake. And the throw out to the sideline. Good for just a few yards.
And listen, everything's four-down territory at this point when you're trailing by this much late in the game. So it's okay you didn't get the first down there, but now the pressure's on to convert this. Otherwise, it's ball game.
Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. And they are stopped on fourth down. That decision will be questioned. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front. The defense calls the timeout. They're second of the day as they try to get their act together. He'll keep it himself. Running to Green. Oh, he's got some space. And he scoops his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. On the run, it's Hunt. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. You got to believe they just want to run it, take care of the football, and keep that clock moving on 2nd and 9. Turns it on in midfield. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. He's showing it all. The juice, the jets, the moves, and he's got it down to the 16-yard line.
That's got to be demoralizing if you're the defense. You're trailing. You need to get the ball back. You got to get off the field, but you can't stop the run when they're going between the tackles. This defense is going to have to get a lot more physical, especially in the middle.
He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He'll pull it on the read. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Man, I love that play by this corner. You know why? When you run the option and that thing gets spread out, your DBs have to commit to tackling. And how about the cornerback coming up, sticking his face in the fan, and making a play? You love to see DBs tackle like that.
Now on fourth down, they'll send out the field goal unit. And if they can make this and turn it into a 3-score game, they'll have this one all but locked up. Splits the uprights, it's good. And now the lead's extended a little far.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but...
And he coughs it up inside the 20. Grabbed by the kicking team. And he takes it in on the final play of the game. You played through the echo of the whistle, and they did that with the ceiling touchdown. When you know you have a team outclassed, the ability to play to that standard and finish